Hello and welcome to yet another review on this channel. Today we're gonna review the Yuri manga Watashi wa Kimi wo Nakasetai, also known as I Want to Make You Cry, or in German as I Want to See You Cry. Uh, well, first of all, I wanna say, as always, there will be no spoilers or major spoilers. I will spoil the first few pages just to give a quick summary to have a base on which I can explain what goes on without really spoiling anything. So if you want to read the first few pages on your own, go do that. This manga has 3 volumes. It has been finished. The first, 1.5 volume are fan translated and on your local manga website. But if you want to read the second half of the second volume and the third volume as well, you gotta buy them. They have been officially translated, so you can actually buy this Yuri manga at your local store, although I do not recommend it just yet. Listen to what I have to say. Don't rush and buy it. Regarding that, this first summary, it's basically you have this girl on the right who's I just want to get through my day, but I'm really nice to everything on the outside. And you have the delinquent on the left side. They meet, not really meet, but they both go to the theater. They sit apart, but no one else is in there. And the movie goes on, and the delinquent, as you see on the right, starts crying, and the other girl just thinks, oh, she's so pretty when she's crying, and I want to see her crying more. And they, in the regards of the story, they get to be friends. They have this school life, and stuff happens. You know, the usual getting friends and the usual school life stuff. So, we will go to the rating part, and then I will explain the problems I will have with it, and then if I recommend buying this manga or reading it at all. So, let's go to the rating part. We have the school life rating, we have the Yuri rating as always, and we have 2 separate genres which I will explain in a bit. First, the school life, it's nothing special. It's a basic school life manga. It's no unnecessary drama. There is drama a bit, but it's like not really much. So you can chill on the drama scale. It's no problem for us. So school life, I will give it a 7.5. 7.5. It's nothing special. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just there. The Yuri part. Well, actually, there's another genre on the website. It's called Delinquent, but that's just one of the main characters, and it's a stereotypical delinquent. Well, not really stereotypical, but she's a delinquent, so I'm not gonna rate that. The Yuri part. That's the first of my problems. It's so-called Yuri, but it has like 2 main pairings. Not really pairings, but you have 2 main characters and 2 main/side characters as well. But it's not really Yuri-ish. It's Yuri-ish, but it's not really romance. I think it doesn't really try to be romance. At some point it tries to be, but it's not really a romance manga, so don't expect like lots of wholesome stuff or lots of romance and like, I love you and oh, I love you too. It doesn't really have that stuff. It has it at one point, it has it, and at the second or third point as well, but it's not really prominent, so I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 out of 10 actually. It's not the best Yuri manga. I will explain my problems in a bit. Well, to the second genre is my disappointment. Wait a second, I gotta look up some words. I have them saved here. My disappointment gets an immeasurable. And my day is ruined. You might ask yourself why. Well, now comes the time when I will explain why I have a problem with this manga. I just read the first, all 3 volumes. The first and a half volume, they are really, really good. Do not get me wrong with my ratings here. If I had just had to rate the first 1.5 volumes, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 in School Life and an 8 out of 10 in Yuri, maybe a 9. Because I personally think it's really good. The development of the characters, the introduction of other characters, the interactions, the small stuff, it's really, really well made. And I read every chapter and thought to myself, well, nice. I actually want to read the next chapter. And I do not expect something really big, but it's nice, it's comfortable, and I hope it goes on in this pace. Oh boy, was I wrong. I then proceeded to buy all 3 books in German. It's not, truth be told, don't buy the books. If you're German, I recommend still buying them in English because it's a bit closer to the original. I found that the fan translation and the German version had a few differences. Nothing major. I mean, you can read it. It's not bad. But when I got to the second half of the second chapter and I got to the third volume, it's not so good anymore. And just now, after reading it, I realized I think this manga has been rushed. This manga wasn't supposed to end so far. I get why it is rushed. I think the editor or the people were like, no, you gotta wrap this up. Boy, it's not good. Or girl. I don't know the author. Just end it. Just end the manga. Because the ending comes really fast and it's not really explained, I think. I know a similar manga, I will recommend it in a bit. Because it has like a little bit of drama-y, and then the drama clears up and it's like, okay, well, it's a nice ending. It's not too bad, not too shabby. But it doesn't feel finished. It feels like it lacks some sort of explanation, some sort of premise, some sort of, okay, we worked to this point. It's like the last 3 chapters of the third volume are like, oh, we have a little problem, and then we solved the problem, and oh, never mind, nothing happened. And nothing built up to that, Nothing built up to that. And even in the clear up things, it's like you purposely try to, like the author purposely tried to do some stuff to make it seem drama-y and like, oh, a bit of tension. And it's like, oh, just kidding. It's the classic, oh, just kidding ending. If you know Game of Thrones, if you're Game of Thrones fans, I personally am not. Usually it's like the last season is such a letdown. This is the manga form of that. So would I recommend buying it? If you really enjoyed the first chapter and a half of the second, 1.5 volumes, the first on your fan page, I recommend buying at least the first 2 volumes. Don't just buy the third. If you enjoyed the whole of the second volume and the first volume, then I'd recommend buying the third because you will enjoy it still. But if you're like, I hope the third volume gets better again, do not buy it. It won't get better. It stays even. Like the last few chapters of the second volume, it stays even. I still recommend buying it because you support the mangaka, and I think it's fairly well made. It's not bad. It's not good. As I said, my disappointment because the first volume was so good, and the second and third will I say, eh. Well, but now you might think, okay, but I really like the first volume, and the second is like, meh. I have a recommendation for you. I don't know if I'll make a video on that and a review of that. Can't Defy the Lonely Girl. Can't Defy the Lonely Girl. It is basically the same story. The crying part is out, but to be honest, you could have replaced the crying part with anything. Anything. It does not matter story-wise at all. You could make it, I want to see you plant plants. I want to see you do homework. It's been the same. Can't Defy the Lonely Girl has a similar base premise. It's much more Yuri-like. It's so much more Yuri. It has a bit of drama. It has a drama tag, but I do not think it needs a drama tag that much. It's a lot of drama, but it's a more wholesome, good direction. If you read the 1.5 volumes and you think to yourself, well, if it gets worse, I don't really want to watch it, but I really liked it, go read Can't Fight a Lonely Girl. Well, that's about it. I hope you liked this review. It's a bit longer than last time. And I will see you next time.